Now that Sarah's been able to add a few tasks to her system, how does she begin to check these off her list and get credit for the activities she's doing? Every task in Sales Chain can be acted upon using task actions. One item on Sarah's to-do list may take many steps to complete. Ergo, one task in Sales Chain may take many task actions before Sarah can mark it as complete. Let's start simple though. There are 3 places where Sarah will see her tasks in the system. The first place is here on the left-hand side of her schedule view, where she sees her task sidebar. The second is in her task view, which she can access by clicking on Task View at the top right-hand side of her schedule view. The third place is within her accounts. If we tap over to her account view and click into this State Farm account and click on the Activity tab, Sarah will also see her activities here within this account. In this case, let's say that Sarah wants to mark this call to Dave to catch up as complete. In any of these 3 places, Sarah can click on the icon to the left of this task, in this case the clipboard, in order to take a task action. When Sarah clicks on that icon, a pop-up will appear with the task action dialog. Starting at the top, Sarah will see some of her task details, the company name and details of the task, along with the due date. Any instructions will appear here as well. Sarah then has a few options to either create a follow-up task or appointment after saving this task action. Below that, she can select what type of activity she wants to log this task action as. This is very important for making sure that she gets credit for the type of activity she's doing within the system. In this case, let's log this as a follow-up action. She has quick text suggestions on the right-hand side to automatically populate the notes field with repetitive information. Just below that, she'll see when this action was taken on and have the option to adjust that. Below that, she sees the status of this task. This drop-down is what she'll actually use to indicate that this task was completed. In this case, Sarah will change this from open to complete to indicate that she did this call to Dave. Below that, she'll see a notes field. We can enter something like doing great. She also has an option to defer this to a different user and to make another attempt if she's not successful at calling this person. We'll cover that in just a minute. For now, Sarah will click Save. And when we scroll down here, Sarah now sees that this task is marked as complete and a green arrow below Call Dave, indicating that one task action was taken in order to complete this task. Let's perform an example where it takes Sarah a few steps in order to complete this task. Sarah's going to navigate back to the schedule screen and we'll perform this task action from here. In this case, as Sarah, we'll indicate that we called First Baptist Church, that we were not successful at reaching them, but we did leave a voicemail, and that we want to make another attempt in a few days. We'll click on this icon to the left of the task, in this case the phone. At the top first, we'll go ahead and log this as a cold call. Sarah can use quick text suggestions to say, we left a voicemail for the receptionist. Below that, she'll keep the status of this task as open, because she did not actually reach this church. Instead, to the right of the status, Sarah has the option to make another attempt at this task, and to indicate a day when we want to try again. By default, this will schedule itself 2 days in advance of the original scheduled task date. In this case, let's move it to a week away from today. Now, if we click Save at the top right-hand side, Sarah will see that task fall off of her to-do list until a week from today, when the task will again appear on her task sidebar. A final option Sarah has is to complete tasks in bulk using the task sidebar here. She can select multiple tasks using the checkboxes. Using this drop-down that appears at the top, Sarah has the ability to change the status of these tasks to complete in bulk. After she clicks Save, all 4 of those tasks will be marked as complete.